6 o'clock.
I call to order the May 22nd, 2025 business meeting of the Ravenna School District Board of Education. May I have a roll call?
Mrs. Dennison?
Yes.
Mrs. Seaman?
Yes, here.
Mrs. Calhoun?
Here.
Ms. Dukes?
Here.
Mr. Wisniewski?
Here.
Please stand and join me in saying the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Let us observe a moment of silence. Are there any additions or corrections to the agenda?
No, there are no changes.
May I have a motion to approve the agenda?
So moved. Second.
Roll call?
Mrs. Calhoun?
Yes.
Mrs. Dennison?
Yes.
Ms. Dukes?
Yes.
Mrs. Seaman?
Yes.
Mr. Wisniewski?
Yes.
Recognition of public. Any person or group wishing to address the board on agenda items is requested to register their intent with the superintendent's secretary prior to the beginning of the board meeting. Persons are asked to give their name, address, and telephone number, their group affiliation, if and when appropriate, and the topic to be addressed. Such requests shall be subject to the approval of the superintendent and the board president. Per Board Policy 0169.1, no participant may speak more than once on the same topic unless all others who wish to speak on that topic have been heard. All statements shall be directed to the presiding officer. No person may address or question board members individually. Each statement made by a participant shall be limited to 3 minutes duration. Please note that since this is a designated in board policy, as a time for the public to provide comment, the Board of Education and the superintendent will not respond to any comment during the meeting. We will, however, provide a written response to each member of the public who is recognized either by email or the U.S. Postal Service. Next on the agenda is the Face of a Raven Awards recognition.
Thank you. Each month we recognize staff and students who have gone above and beyond or done something spectacular. Typically, the staff members have been nominated by other staff members in the district, and students are nominated by either their teachers or their building principals. So at this time, we're going to recognize 3 adults and also 6 students. If you could go over to this side of the stage, we're going to do the adults first in order, and then the students by grade level. Your principals or building administrators will be able to help you. Board members, if you can make your way to the stage, I'd appreciate it. All right. Names are not on it because those 2 are the same size. And then 2 are the same.
Okay.
I got you. Good. Okay. We're going to skip Mr. Doherty. He is starting his musical performance at West Main, and then hopefully he'll be back in time. So we're going to start with our first adult, Mrs. Deanna Kraus. She's an educational assistant from Ravenna High School. If you could make your way across the stage. I know she's super excited to do this. Mrs. Kraus has devoted many years of service to Ravenna High School and the school district, consistently helping our students reach their fullest potential. She advocates for and supports our students in countless ways. Recently, she proposed and facilitated a collaboration between Ravenna High School shop class and the Portage County Farm Bureau, which we're going to actually talk about in a few minutes, which led to the generous donation of a new saw stop table saw. Her unwavering commitment to both the community and the school district is truly unparalleled. Thank you, Mrs. Kraus. All right. we're going to start with our students. Our first one is Riley Dennis from Ravenna Preschool. Riley, you look spectacular tonight. Riley is always a great friend, and she follows the rules. She works hard every single day. Riley is kind to everyone and helps her friends when they need it. She has grown so much during her time in preschool. We're so proud of Riley for being such a great student and a role model to everyone in class. Way to go, Riley. All right, our next student is Kevin Weir from West Park School. All right, come on, Kevin. Here we go. We are incredibly proud of Kevin's growth and achievements in kindergarten. His journey has been inspiring, from being unsure about school routines to embracing the joy of learning. His enthusiasm for sharing all he has learned is infectious, making our classroom a vibrant place of learning. His knowledge of letters and sounds is impressive, and he's already reading. But that's not all. Kevin is also adding and subtracting, showing a strong foundation in math. His communication skills have grown so much this year. He has learned to share his needs, wants, and imaginative play with others. His bright and curious mind, combined with his cheerful disposition, truly captures the face of a raven. Kevin, our shining star at West Park, you've made us all so proud this year. Keep soaring high. Good job, Kevin. All right, our next student is from Willard Elementary, grade 1, Malachi Tipton. Malachi comes to school every day with a smile and a hug for all of his teachers and friends. He is always polite, considerate, and thoughtful of others. Malachi is a great friend to his classmates. He is the first student to share with others, including anyone who might feel left out, or offer assistance to another student in need. Although it is a great challenge for Malachi to communicate, he has learned to control himself when he is frustrated and use his patience when others are trying to understand him. In addition to his sweet and fun-loving personality, Malachi has grown in all academic areas this school year. He has worked so hard to master his letters and sounds, as well as improve his counting, handwriting, and motor skills. Malachi is a great kid with so much potential, and all of his teachers are so proud of him. Daily, Malachi demonstrates our Willard way: respectful, responsible, and in control. Way to go, Malachi. All right, our next student is from Brown Middle School, Braden Richards, grade 8. Braden is such a bright face. Go ahead, clap it up for Braden. Braden is such a bright face at Brown Middle School. He is friendly with everyone in the building and always willing to lend a helping hand to staff and students, in addition to being such a positive person. He also volunteers to coach at the Portage County Board of Developmental Disabilities in his free time. He is a leader in our school and community and all-around positive student, and Brown loves to have him as a student there. Congratulations, Braden. Our next student is a junior from Ravenna High School, Genevieve Fletcher. Jenny is a classroom aide in the adaptive intro to cooking class. It was originally an error in her scheduling. When I brought this to her attention, she asked if she could stay and help. She has been amazing with our special needs students. She takes initiative, works hard, works hands-on with our students in a loving and general manner. She often volunteers to help with setup and activities. That's from Mrs. Mazel. 3 teachers actually nominated you, so I think it's important to hear this. She continues to lead by example in her work with the high school's multiple disabilities classroom on a daily basis. Jenny proves to everyone in the vicinity that she is someone that has a big heart and a can-do attitude. Mr. Williamson said, "You're truly a face of a raven." And finally, Mrs. Castiglione. Jenny is an incredible help during 7th period cooking class with the MD and resource units. She has so much patience and is very kind and helpful. So congratulations, Genevieve. We really appreciate what you do. All right, now that Mr. Doherty's back, we also have Alexis Hollander, fourth grade from West Main. Alexis is an outstanding student. She is kind and respectful to everyone and always ready to learn. She is a model student who is always demonstrating what it means to be a Raven, respectful, responsible, and in control. And her teachers all think that they are so proud to have Alexis in class. Congratulations, Alexis Hollander. Mr. Doherty, can you stay right there? Yeah, right there. I don't think he knows yet that he's also a face of a Raven this month. Are you surprised? Mr. Doherty had 8 nominations from the staff this month. It's the most we've ever had. So there's about 10 pages here, so I'm going to try and paraphrase so we're not here all night, but here's a few things that his teachers and staff said about him. He's an incredible asset to West Main, consistently goes above and beyond to support the entire school community, whether it's responding immediately when a teacher needs help with students or staying late to empty trash cans. When there's no night custodian, Mr. Doherty always steps up without hesitation. His commitment shines not only through his actions, but also through his words. His thoughtful and heartfelt Friday thoughts are always on point, providing encouragement and connections when it's needed most. His selflessness, reliability, and genuine care make him truly an awesome and deeply appreciated by everyone at West Main. I don't know if anyone understands, but West Main has had some trying times in the last couple of weeks. Passing of a student, and his staff is super supportive and super thankful that he led them through this, because it was an emotional time for all of us, and they could not say enough about his strength, empathy, compassion, and understanding. So thank you, Mr. Doherty, for what you do for our students. All right, so we are going to take a brief break. If you want pictures, we're going to do them right outside here along this back of the wall here. You are more than welcome to come back after our recess, but you're also more than welcome to go home after this if you choose not to stay, okay? Thank you.
Okay. May we have the treasurer's update?
Yes, so first, I would like to thank the community and the levy committee on the passage of the 5-year emergency levy. As we have been relaying in our meetings and finance meetings that this was a huge component to the fiscal stability of the district, but it's not the only component. I'm vowing our continued philosophy from the Treasurer's Department that we will continue to practice collaboration on budgets with Mr. Ryblin and the building administrators, fiscal responsibility and transparency to the community. So where are we at with the governor's budget? Currently, right now, the Ohio Senate is holding their hearings on the state education budget. Once that is completed, the House and Senate will go into closed session, and then they will report back to the governor, and we are expected late June to have a signed governor's budget. So what does that mean with fiscal oversight? We're currently still in fiscal oversight until we get all the funding components in place. In August, I will complete a revised 5-year forecast reflecting the budget, and per Ohio Department of Education and Workforce, they are expecting a release of the district from fiscal oversight towards the end of August, early fall. So that is my report. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Next on the agenda is the superintendent's update.
Thank you. All right, got a little list here, but I wanted to recognize some great accomplishments that we've had. I want to echo that I want to thank the community for their support. With the school levy, we will continue to carry out on our behalf the fiscal responsibility and consolidation plan that we have set up moving forward, but we certainly appreciate after 20 years getting some of that new money for the operating levy. I just wanted to recognize a few things. Last weekend, our band and our choir from the high school traveled to Sandusky to compete in a music performance out at Cedar Point. Both our band and our choir received superior ratings that day. It's the first time that both our band and choir have received that in many, many years, that superior rating. So I want to congratulate all of our students and staff who worked very hard on that. Also, I want to congratulate our softball team. They won double-digit wins this season. It's the first time in as long as I can remember here in Ravenna that they've won double digits. They won their first tournament game, beating Mentor Lake Catholic last week at home 8-0 in a no-hit shutout from Whitney Holmes as the pitcher. They did fall to 5th-ranked West Branch in their other tournament game last night, 6-3, but it was a hard-fought battle, and just want to recognize the program for a big turnaround this year. Also, we are graduating about 150 seniors on Tuesday evening. Just thrilling. The plan is that we will be outside on Tuesday night, weather depending. We do have a rain date scheduled for Wednesday evening as well. Mr. Lane plans to send out updates should the weather not cooperate both nights. We do have a third backup plan that we could carry out should we need to do that. Also, with West Park closing, I just wanted to mention that we are going to have a community night so that people can come in and take a look around the building and keep some of their memories close to them. We will be putting that out through social media as well as the newspaper to recognize that evening. And finally, my most exciting news of the evening, actually we have two more things. We are planning with the passing of the levy, after discussing it with the board, we are planning to bring high school busing back for next year. So all those students who have had to walk or parents that have had to make the trek into school, I appreciate your patience as we did that, but we wanted to recognize that our community has supported that, and we will be sending out a Google form to parents at the high school for you to fill out should you be interested in using that busing if you qualify within a certain distance. The final thing that I want to talk about tonight and recognize is that we have had a very generous donation given to us from the Portage County Farm Board. As I mentioned earlier this evening, Mrs. Kraus has coordinated this whole thing with Mr. Parker's Industrial Technology Department. I want to make sure I didn't say industrial arts. I heard you correct somebody today. But they graciously have donated a saw-stop industrial cable cabinet table saw with router, table extension, and I believe the saw is valued at over $8,600 plus tax, as well as they've given us a monetary donation of approximately, I think $1,400. Is it higher than that?
That was my bad. The tax took some out. So.
Okay, but regardless, there's a monetary donation that goes with that to our shop club account for incidentals and future tools and material purchases that are outside the norm of our normal purchases. The pledged total donation is approximately $10,000 from the Farm Bureau. We are so grateful for their work on that. I got to come in and help unpack the saw and try and get it all set up with a bunch of students and adults. We hope that this begins a long mutual beneficial relationship for both of us. And we do have some members from the Farm Board here this evening. I'd like to recognize them. I think they wanted to say a word or two possibly about what they do and the donation. So first of all, thank you.
Yes, thank you.
So.
Thank you. My name is Nick Kennedy. I'm the organization director for the Portage County Farm Bureau. And just to give you a quick insight of who we are and what we do. The organization has been around since 1919. And Portage County holds the distinction of being the first county farm bureau in the state of Ohio. We have county farm bureau across every county across the country. Locally, we've got about 800 families that are members. That's a membership organization. Statewide, about 60, 70,000-ish, somewhere in that range, and nationally over 6 million. And part of our goal as an organization is community outreach and education. And we try to do whatever we can, whenever we can. And this was a great opportunity that came forward with us. We're grateful for that opportunity. And like our superintendent said, hopefully this will continue on a nice long relationship for us and a partnership in the future for some things. And I guess the one thing I always tell folks when I talk about who Farm Bureau is and kind of some of the big cornerstones of the things that we've done early on as an organization, we literally rode the backs of railroad cars around the country talking about electricity and talking about Ohio State Extension in Ohio and what the importance was for that. And so if you go to the Ohio State campus, you'll see a plaque of where all the documentation was signed on campus for our organization. And then one of the biggest things that we did as an organization in 1926 is we started an insurance company that we all know today as Nationwide Insurance. So this little farm organization of about 60, 70,000 members now, I don't sell insurance, but I get to do the fun part. I get to work with the local farmers and help them with their needs. But with our folks across the state and across the country now, it's great to kind of see what this little farm organization started and what Columbus, honestly, the downtown area as well, has become with this organization. So just glad we can do our small part here.
I'm Jason Kraus. I'm the president for Portage County Farm Bureau for the moment. I actually term out this year, and in the last 8 years, I've been looking to partner with the school for a project of some sort. And it just so happened that my beautiful wife came to me and said that Mr. Parker could use some help, and we kind of got together, and I talked to the board, and we all decided that it would be a great program to get into with the need of agriculture needing skilled trades. We need carpenters and plumbers and et cetera, et cetera. And it's one way that we could reach out and not just help a few, but hundreds, if not thousands, to come. And I really appreciate the chance and opportunity to be a part of it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So the next two things that we're trying to work on, and one of the things that we're going to work with Mr. Parker on is what we're calling a Little Farmer Library. So we're building a little library that hopefully the elementary students across the county and each of the schools will be able to decorate. And then we're going to have agriculture-related books be put into the libraries. Kind of if you think about the take a book, leave a book mentality, or some of the food covers that you see out on people's lawns or other buildings, we kind of felt maybe it needed to be inside to keep things a little bit more up to date and in good shape. And another thing that we're excited about partnering with, this would be Friday last week next year, we have Dr. Temple Grandin coming to this school, and we're going to be hosting her to do a talk on cattle and a little bit on autism here in the community as well. And so we're excited about that because this is something we were hoping to do this past week, but we have to go through our processes for approval, and we missed the deadline for them on a date for that. So we've got it settled in for next year, and we're very appreciative of the school being willing to help us host her. And so if you haven't got a chance to know who she is, there was a movie made about her, and then she was named a Woman of the Year for USA Today this year as well. So we're really excited to have her here in the community.
Great. Thank you so much for your contributions and partnership. We look for many more years of this, so thank you very much.
Thank you. Yes. Okay. Next are the reports from the board, the Maplewood, and then Parks and Recreation. Mrs. Seaman, may we have the Maplewood report?
This last meeting, we got to visit the carpentry department. It was as impressive as the electrical program that they have. The equipment they have is amazing, and the work that these kids can do is really, really something. They're building buildings within Maplewood, and these kids are going out and finding jobs right away. They will build for, if you have specs and they have the time, they will build sheds for you or decks. And it was just really exciting to hear the kids talk about what they're doing. They have one girl told us that she's going to use the money that she makes to go to college. And I thought, wow, that's really great. And that's what one of the boys in the electrical program told us also. Also, Ravenna, as of May 15th, has 66 kids that are going to be going to Maplewood next year. And we had a senior, Brittany Hawkins, who was the student of the month for Maplewood. Let me see. They did have a all-year perfect attendance breakfast that was held yesterday, and they also have a drawing for a prize that will be held on May 23rd, which was kind of cool for their perfect attendance people. And May 28th is their graduation, and both Mike and I will attend. I don't know if our principal is going or not. I'm not sure. But he usually goes also. And I think that's my report. And we will be here if it's raining on Tuesday. We will be here for the graduation. Otherwise, we'll be at Maplewood. Anything you wanted to add about the carpentry?
Very impressive. Like Mrs. Seaman said, these students work extremely hard and their work shows. So.
That's it.
Okay, thank you. Set Sail for Treasure Island is an event that the Ravenna Parks and Recreation and also Reed Memorial Library will be hosting as a summer celebration on Friday, June 6th from 5 to 8 in City Park. So there's going to be free admission, there's costumes, there's contests, there are food trucks, live music, photo booths, all kinds of things going on. So if you could please put that on your calendar as an event to attend. Again, Friday, June 6th from 5 to 8 at Ravenna City Park. Thank you. So next on the agenda are reports from our treasurer.
Alrighty, so we have a consent agenda, A1 through A5. A1, approval of the April 28th minutes. A2, approval of the May 13th special meeting minutes. A3, recognition of our gifts and donations. A4, our April financial reports. A5, approval of transfer. This is a transfer from the permanent fund to the maintenance fund. This is a transfer that we have to do once a year with the bonds that was passed. We have to do $500,000. So this is a normal transfer. And that is it for that part.
Okay, so may I have a motion to approve consent agenda items 12A, 1 through 5?
So moved.
Roll call?
Mrs. Calhoun? Mrs. Dennison?
Yes.
Ms. Dukes? Mrs. Seaman?
Yes.
Mr. Wisniewski?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, and our next approval is the approval of our monthly monitoring April workbook.
May I have a motion for the approval of our monthly monitoring workbook for April?
So moved.
Roll call?
Mrs. Calhoun?
Yes.
Mrs. Dennison?
Yes.
Ms. Dukes?
Yes.
Mrs. Seaman?
Yes.
Mr. Wisniewski?
Yes.
Motion carried. Can we have the reports and recommendation of the superintendent and other administrators?
Thank you. The first recommendation we have is A1 through 9. It's a consent agenda for service agreement contracts. Number 1 is to approve service agreement with Summit Educational Service Center for extended school year, total cost as listed, for an additional one-on-one aid is needed. Number 2 is a service agreement with Harbor Education Services. This is for LEAP program for the following year. Number 3 is for Wings of Change Therapy. Number 4 is a service agreement with Summit Educational Service Center for audiology services for 15 days for next year. We've done this in the past. Number 5 is to approve a contract agreement with KidsLink to support needs of students with IEPs for the 25-26 school year. Number 6 is a salt purchase agreement with the city of Ravenna. This price has held firm from last year, so it is the same price that we paid last year for salt for the winter. Number 7 is a service agreement with EA, Education Alternatives, for the 25-26 school year. Number 8 is to approve a service agreement with EA for transportation. They do transport just a few of our students, most of them ride on our buses, but a couple that we cannot fit into our transportation route, they do transport by van. And number 9 is a purchase service agreement with the city of Ravenna for next year for Officer Steve Lincoln to, again, be our school resource officer.
May I have a motion to approve consent agenda items 13A, 1 through 9?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Mrs. Calhoun?
Yes.
Mrs. Dennison?
Yes.
Ms. Dukes?
Yes.
Mrs. Seaman?
Yes.
Mr. Wisniewski?
Yes.
Thank you. Numbers 10 and 11 are together on consent agenda. They are both memorandums of understanding. The first is with REA, and the second, number 11, is with OPC 338. If you remember, all of our unions graciously decided to take a 1-year extension of the contract at 0%. We did have memorandums of understanding in place for both REA and OPC 338. Remember, we restructured our preschool week where they go 4 days, and then on the 5th day there's PD and field trips. This is just an extension of those so that we can keep them in line with the contracts, and then we will renegotiate those at the end of this 1-year push.
Okay. May I have a motion to approve consent agenda items 13A, 10, and 11?
So moved. Second.
Roll call?
Mrs. Calhoun?
Yes.
Mrs. Dennison?
Yes.
Ms. Dukes?
Yes.
Mrs. Seaman?
Yes.
Mr. Wisniewski?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you. Moving on to personnel considerations, item number 14A, administrative. Numbers 1 and 2 are together. These are to accept resignations of both the principal at Williard, Mr. Kuzier, and the principal at West Park, Mr. Sharaba, effective May 31st, 2025.
May I have a motion to approve personnel considerations 14A, administrative, items 1 and 2?
So moved.
Second?
Roll call?
Mrs. Calhoun?
Yes.
Mrs. Dennison?
Yes.
Ms. Dukes?
Yes.
Mrs. Seaman?
Yes.
Mr. Wisniewski?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you. Also, B is going to be a consent agenda for numbers 1 through 14. Number 1 is to accept the resignation of Emily Jones, ELA and social studies teacher at Brown at the end of the school year. Number 2 is to accept the resignation of intervention specialist Dorothy Moore at Williard at the end of the school year. Number 3 is to accept the resignation of English language arts teacher Stephen Del Chiapo at Ravenna High School and Brown Middle School, effective at the end of the school year. Number 4 is to approve an unpaid leave of absence for Kate Hartung. She's an intervention specialist at West Park. This is her second year of unpaid leave. Number 5 is to approve employment of summer school teachers Carla Pandoe, Beth Fulst, and Amanda Sheezer. Number 6 is to improve employment of summer school administrator Stacy Martin. Number 7 is to improve employment of summer camp invention Debbie Remley and Cameron Aris. Camp Invention is a program through the Inventors Hall of Fame to provide STEM for 5th and 6th graders this summer. Number 8 is to improve the employment of the Camp Invention Administrator Alexis James. Number 9 is to improve the employment of teachers for extended school year for some special ed students. Number 10 is to improve employment for extended working days for our counselors and psychologists and our library media specialists. This is standard practice that we've done over the years to make sure that we are prepared with our scheduling. Number 11 is to approve one-year limited contracts to the teachers listed. Number 12 is to approve 2-year limited contracts to the teachers as listed. Number 13 is to approve 3-year contracts to the teachers as listed. And number 14, we have 4 substitute teachers to finish out the school year. Sorry, 13. Did I number them wrong?
I've got different numbers than that, Ben.
I'm sorry?
I've got different numbers than that.
All right, hold on.
It was when you came to number 9 that you went from 8 to 10.
Give me a second, I'm trying to pull up make sure I have it right.
It's 1 through 13. 14 is.
I have a different copy, I'm sorry, from when we went over it. I'm sorry, you're right, the 9 that I read, the employment of teachers for extended school year was removed from mine, so please disregard that. Number 9 is employment of extended working days, 10 is 1-year contracts, 11 is 2-year contracts, 12 is 3-year contracts, and 13 is for the employment of substitute teachers. My apologies.
So may I have a motion to approve consent agenda items 14B, 1 through 13?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Mrs. Calhoun?
Yes.
Mrs. Dennison?
Yes.
Ms. Dukes?
Yes.
Mrs. Seaman?
Yes.
Mr. Wisniewski?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, number 14 is a standalone. It's a 3-year contract for Andre Dennison, so that'll be a standalone.
May I have a motion to approve item 14B, number 14?
So moved.
Second?
Roll call.
Mrs. Calhoun?
Yes.
Mrs. Dennison?
Abstain.
Mrs. Dukes?
Yes.
Mrs. Seaman?
Yes.
Mr. Wisniewski?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, number C, letter C, and C1, as well as D, 1 through 7 will be consent agenda. C1 is to approve athletic worker. D1 is to accept the resignation of a food service at the high school. Number 2, D2 is unpaid leave of absence for Nicole Rios, food handler at Ravenna High School, for the remainder of the school year. Number 3 is to approve employment of a change of a custodial. Ms. Mark Dove is bidding from a night C4 position to C2 at Tappan, which is a day shift. Number 4 is to approve extended working days for our library aide, Mrs. Bonnie Beetler, for 6 days. Number 5 is to approve initial 2-year contracts. So recently, in the last few years, ORC has changed where we have to approve 2-year contracts for our classified staff as well, and those are as listed for the 25-26 school year. Number 6 is to approve additional round 2-year contracts for the classified staff as listed. And number 7 is to approve employment of substitutes of a van driver and a bus aide.
May I have a motion to approve consent agenda items 14C1 and 14D, 1 through 7?
So moved. Second.
Roll call?
Mrs. Calhoun?
Yes.
Mrs. Dennison?
Yes.
Ms. Dukes?
Yes.
Mrs. Seaman?
Yes.
Mr. Wisniewski?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you. The final vote would be for E, confidential, to accept the resignation of our therapist at Ravenna High School, Devin Tickle, effective at the end of this school year.
May I have a motion to approve item 14E1?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Mrs. Calhoun?
Yes.
Mrs. Dennison?
Yes.
Ms. Dukes?
Yes.
Mrs. Seaman?
Yes.
Mr. Wisniewski?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you.
Informational items, graduation Tuesday, May 27th, 2025 at 7 p.m., Portage County Bank Stadium. Rain date is Wednesday, May 28th. Last day of school is Thursday, May 29th for our students. Staff recognition program Friday, May 30th at 7:45 a.m. at Ravenna High School. Last day for staff is Friday, May 30th. Juneteenth, no staff, Thursday, June 19th. And our next Board of Education meeting is on Monday, June 23rd at 5:30 p.m. at Ravenna High School. And the board does not have need for an executive session tonight. May I have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Mrs. Calhoun?
Yes.
Mrs. Dennison?
Yes.
Ms. Dukes?
Yes.
Mrs. Seaman?
Yes.
Mr. Wisniewski?
Yes.
Motion carried. Meeting is adjourned. Thank you.